Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. And it's a pretty insane market. We got a lot of stuff going on. It is Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Really right now, what's going on is all dollar yen. The dollar is starting to flex its muscle against the yen. Stick around. We're going to break it down. We're going to give you the technicals, what's driving this pair higher. Let's get into it. So don't forget to smash and subscribe if you're new here, please. Right now, right, Forex is buzzing. Dollar yen has been rallying lately, reclaiming that big 150 technical level. That's all important. Is this psychological level really in dollar yen? Okay, the market was had a lot of yen appetite recently, and now all of a sudden has decided that not so much appetite for the yen right now, and the dollar is really starting to flex its muscle. But really, what we're seeing here is, we're just coming off the low in dollar yen around 148.56 last week. A lot of guys are talking about, it's a 3-day streak that capped off February with, a small jump on February 28th, but it's not just this pair. Euro dollar's hanging around like the 104.80 level. Sterling dollar is 126, 80 right now. It's still been in that range, but the dollar's flexing a bit. Not, it's not full on dollar domination, because if it was, then those currencies would be down. So really what people are talking about is a potential short squeeze. People are betting against the dollar, got caught off guard. Now they're scrambling to cover, to pushing the pair up. It's like a mini tug of war right now. The bulls are winning right now. Could you fade this if yields drop more? Maybe, but for now, the dollar's got some juice. So really what we got to be paying attention to, as I said in the weekly analysis, is the Japanese bonds and what's going on with U.S. bonds. So the yen's been a rock star this year itself. The yen, has gained a lot of strength coming off the highs. It was up nearly 6% against the dollar, making it the top G10 currency. Well, the reason behind that, which we've been talking about, the Bank of Japan has been dropping hints about rate hikes, maybe even by May. So that's in the future, but the marketplace discounts news pretty quickly. That's why you hear the term, buy the news, sell the fact. That old Wall Street saying, and when the news is out there or the rumors out there, it moves the market. But then when the news actually hits, the market actually goes the other way, because it was already intending on seeing this, so it already made that move. So really, you got to be prepared. You got to be in the train before the train moves. That's for sure. You got to be in the train before the train moves. So right now, we're looking at yields, and the dollar momentum is really strong right now, but risk sentiment's shaky too, which usually helps the yen, but not enough to stop the climb that we had above, the 150 level. So that's all, history. What's happening on the charts themselves? Where are we right now? Well, we have a resistance point at 150, 150. We got the support down here at 150.05. That doesn't really do us, too much good. Dollar yen could potentially rally up to the 152.59. Basically, it's the crux of this wave down. It's a potential. I don't really know. I don't think that it's going to get that far, but that's a bias. But really, I'm a short-term trader, so I would handle that for when I see it, if we see it. But right now, as it stands, it's got to hold 150.80, I think. Right now, let me see something here. Yeah, short term, like 150.80 is the point to watch. So I'm going to shoot down to a lower time frame here. Let's go to an hourly chart. We got resistance here at 151.57. If we break this, we can potentially go to 152. But right now, it has to hold 150.80. 150.80. Let's go. All right, I'll go 150.75. That's the key point for today. If it can hold this level, it's still showing a little bit of strength, potentially getting up to the the 151 57 level, and then I don't know. I don't see it much going above 152. Of course, if something comes out, right now this is risk on because of what's going on in the world. We got the geopolitical situation too. Now, I'm not speaking out of both sides of my mouth. I'm just saying that we have both scenarios playing at the same time. Which one is going to be in the forefront more? I don't know. You tell me. Why don't you tell me in my comments what you think? I'm tired of trying to figure this all out by myself. But we have it needs to hold 151.75. If it breaks 151.75, we're going back down perhaps to that 150 to figure test level again. Now, if it breaks that, if we look at market structure, let's go to 6 hours here. Really, we formed a bottom right now here in this area, okay? We got resistance all the way up in dollar yen. Has the yen is dollar full-blown rally? Absolutely not. It's basically just consolidating. I do kind of subscribe to the fact that this could be just short covering, catching people off sides. Everybody's sold down in here, and they're kind of puking positions up here for the time being. But for the day, we got to hold that 150.70. If that level breaks, I would look to probably sell dollar yen with a stop, whatever the high is created. If we get up to 150, that's also a resistance point. I may sell some dollars up here with a tight stop, or maybe like 152.01 or something. I haven't quite made my mind up yet, and I'm not going to stand in front of a freight train. I'm going to watch price action as it occurs. So let's go on over to sterling dollar. Sterling dollar itself, it's been the same damn range, 127.07, 125, like say 70. It's just tracking in that range still. Hasn't done anything. That's why it's not really a full-blown dollar rally, because that was the case. Sterling would be around 125. The figure right now, it's not. It's just holding tight. We got that news that came out, or maybe you don't know, but we had the news that came out that the UK was going to pledge £3 billion or $3 billion for the next, 100 years or something to the Ukraine. But they said it's a loan. It wasn't like they're just giving the money away. They're trying to tie that money up somehow to a loan, basically off of Russian assets, which is really not a cool thing. But, basically using interest off of Russian assets that they've been frozen. So not a good look for the Western world, but it is what it is. So really, we got resistance at like 127.30. If we could break that, we have upper resistance at 128.02. Now, right now, as it stands, it has to hold 126.20 right now. 126.20, right there. 126.16, 126.20. Whatever, 126.16 is good. If we break that, we're going to try to attempt this 125.60 again, and potentially, if that breaks, the target's like 124.72 short term. Let's go over to good old sterling yen. Okay, all right. Sterling yen got resistance right here. The market's banging into it. I got a snake up here because I couldn't find a shark on my icons. But there's a lot of snakes up in this area. You got to be careful in this area. I would not be going long sterling yen here. I may be completely wrong. I don't know. But right now, as it stands, I think if we break 191.40, I'd look to sell it to get back into the range. We have that support at 190. Resistance, actually, sorry, 190.28, that broke. There's resistance also at 192.47 and 193.44. I think that, market's got to calm down a little bit. I'm not going to believe the hype right now. We're trading in between the 191.90, let's say 192 the figure, and 190.28 on the short term. I think if we turn down below 191.40, it's basically going to reconsolidate between 190.140 and 190, the figure like that. That's what I see. Euro yen. Let's go over to euro yen. All right, euro yen. We got a snake up here, 158.96 between 158.45 and 158.96 is the snake zone, or I would say the shark zone. This is where the big guys would either be looking to unload some stuff that they picked up down over here at like the 155 level, driving the price back down. So as it stands right now, I think this one also has to hold 157, 157.80. I'll go with the same level, 157.80, 157.77, good enough. That's the level that's got to hold. If this level breaks, we're going to trade back down into these two ranges here. So there's a lot of news coming out today. I'm not a news trader. I'm a price action trader, but you just just got to wait for the prices to for the market to calm down, and you can figure out where exactly you want to take a position in. I'm sorry I don't really have such great news, or great ideas. Technically that's all I got, and I give it to you guys. So please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. I'd like to get at least 15 likes in this video. I'd like to get at least 5 new subscribers if possible. So remember, always short-term trading, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.